Alright, so today I want to do a little bit of a prediction video for Mirror Ace because, well, it actually has been posted officially from Nintendo if you haven't seen it already. There was an email sent out to some people showing about all the stuff in April, and if you scroll down and keep scrolling, in April, you will also see F-099. Now it does say that there is a new free update that is basically going to be available, which includes newly added Ace League mirror tracks, and you can also play them in the classic mode, and of course they'll be unlocking variations for the Teleview machines and more. So this is a update that is coming soon. My prediction is it's coming next week at the time of this video being recorded. It is currently Friday, 2 days before Easter, so we will see. And I'm assuming it's going to be next week, Tuesday or Wednesday. Probably Tuesday, but we could see it Wednesday. Now, basically, after seeing this and this confirming mirror tracks, I wanted to make a prediction video on what I think the tracks will have themselves. So that's what we're going to do real quick today. So starting with Mute City 4. So with Mute City 4, I assume it'll probably be somewhat similar to regular Mute City 4, as most tracks are pretty similar. I haven't seen any huge drastic changes to the mirror tracks compared to the normal tracks, so let's go ahead and name a few, and after I've named a few options, I'm going to choose one, and that is going to be my final prediction, or I'll choose two if I think that it really should have two. So, starting off, I've chosen add spark plates. Now, I think everybody's kind of thought about this, that spark plates, if they're added, they'd probably be added about in this section here. But, of course, Mute City 3 mirror version does have spark plates in this section, so probably very unlikely that they do this, but it's always a possibility. Option number 2, add mines. So they could add mines into this section right here, or just into this section right here, or in both. But I'm thinking that if they were to add mines, they'd probably add it in this section here. Now, it'd be kind of cool because back when we had secret tracks, we had Big Blue Mirror, which basically had a section like this, where it was just full of mines. And we never saw that ever again. So having a track with a bunch of mines would be fun, but again, we'll have to see if we end up getting that or not. Now, option 3 is a brand new ramp section. So, I know everyone hates the dash plates in this track. I think most people hate it, which is understandable. So, per se, let's just say they cut these two out, or these three out, and they left in these, and they, only kept in maybe these or something like that. And right here, they add another ramp like this, but right here, and obviously facing this way. They could do this, and then of course they add like a little ramp section, like how in Mute City 3, there's kind of like that ramp section you can take to cut off onto it. So maybe you come off these ramps, hit the ramp section, come off to that, go to here, or you can go through the middle, or you can take this section to go across like so. That's just some things that I came up with. Of course, you could always remove all the dash plates, but I honestly think that's very unlikely because when you think of Mute City 4, that's what makes this track stand out. As much as most people kind of hate it, it's what makes this track. So I would say, yeah, these are kind of the three options. Now, if I had to pick one, honestly, I would probably choose the jump section because as much as I don't like the dash plates that much, and for using certain machines, it kind of sucks. I do think adding another ramp section would be kind of fun, because even if you could take the ramp section off of here and go over and jump even to here, it'd be kind of fun. So I guess I'll just go with the new ramp section, just because it's to me it seems like it'd be kind of fun. Alright, so up next we have Sandstorm 1, which is a great track in my opinion, and pretty original to what it was in the Ace League. So I think that they could start off by maybe adding some spark plates. I think we could see them in this section here, somewhere here. I can definitely see them maybe being put here, or save it for this section right here. Even though it could be kind of boring to put in the section, but they could kind of alternate like they do in Deathwind, kind of like that. Or they could just kind of put some in here, and put some here, and just kind of along the track. Now option number 2 is they put in spin plates. So down here, you've got mines, and I could honestly see them putting spin plates instead of the mines here as like a little added, Mir exclusive feature. They've done it before, and I could easily see them doing this. And make this section way more intense because those spin plates would be spinning people and they'd get knocked into the red stuff here. So definitely something that be kind of cool. Now my final thing that I have on this list would be magnets. Now where would they put magnets? Well, they could put them here, for example, like when you get into this section, they can put like a magnet here and a magnet here, or vice versa. As well as they could even do it in this section here. Now, I did hear someone talk about this as an idea. I can't remember who specifically made it, but someone from the F-Server did say this. And I remember them talking about maybe putting like magnets in this area. And I was like, that would piss me off because I'm sure I'd go to try to take this turn and I'd get screwed over by the magnet and it'd be pretty tough to learn. But who knows, maybe it'd be fun. But I could definitely see magnets being placed in here. Maybe along this wall, here and this wall, as an extra thing, as well as some spin plates here. And that'd probably be the mirror version of Sandstorm 1. Now, if I had to choose just only one, or just two, I'd probably go with those last two options, would be spin plates and magnets, but if I can only choose one, I'd probably just say spin plates will probably be the main deal, the main gimmick of this mirror track. And up next, we have Big Blue 2. This track is great, and they did do some adjusting from the original version. Now, there's actually two versions of this track that exist. There is this, which is version 1, which was, I believe, part of the first F-Zero Grand Prix, and is basically inspired off of it. It's just been, like, stretched out a little bit more. But, yeah, it did have this. I didn't know this at the time when this released. I was like, oh, it's new, it's different. But no, this is actually what the original version of Big Blue 2 had. There was actually this version. The second version, though, did not have this part at all. Instead, it was basically taking this section and shortening it down, or even bring this section, kind of shortening it to basically from here to here, and just take away this. And then this ramp would kind of go like about like here to here. So essentially just kind of bring this over to about here. And that's essentially, or even about here. Somewhere around this area, and that would essentially be the second version. So they either decide to take the second version of this track, which would be found in the F-Zero Grand Prix 2, or they leave it as the way it is and decide to do other ways. So the ways I have listed, basically a mine section, so they could take this part right here and put it into mines. Be a nice callback for that Big Blue section that we got for that secret track that they took away from us. And I think it'd be kind of fun to have it here, but I don't know, maybe be not as fun, but who knows? It could be kind of interesting to have it right at the start. A nice mine section here. And they could even add in the mine section right through here. So there's some mines through here. You can go around, or you can go through it if you're feeling risky. Now, up next, we have ramps. And so everything would be like normal. And, they keep all this normal. But in this section, if you remember in Big Blue 1 Mirror, they kind of have in this middle-ish section kind of some ramps. So maybe they can put like a ramp on this side, and you can take this ramp and kind of just jump over, kind of like so. Again, I don't know if they would do that. Might be like too much in the way, so I can honestly see them going the mine section and honestly putting them right here and putting them right here. I think it would be super fantastic. Now, if they did decide to give us the alternate version and basically take this away and keep, this and kind of bring this closer, as well as, remove this magnet, because I don't think it existed, but I could be wrong. And just add in the mines, I think it'd be great. I would take it no matter what. So, yeah, that's my prediction for Big Blue. And, yeah, I can definitely easily see the mines being the one thing. Now we go back into Sandstorm 2. Now, this track has been changed since its original. In the original, it comes down like it's slow and then takes a 90-degree turn right into this section right here with the magnets. So this section right here has been added. So what could they possibly do to this track to make it like something different? Well, I've basically thought about, well, what about wall bounce plates? I don't know the actual name of them, so you know what I'm talking about. They're essentially found in Deathwind 2 Mirror and in Port Town 2 Mirror. Essentially, they could add that, and I'm kind of thinking they could add it either in this section here, so maybe they add it like over here, so you can run to it, hit it, and bounce this way, or they can add it even into this section here. Now, the other thing I thought about was a new magnet section, so taking the magnet sticks like normal, and probably placing them like, you know, somewhere in this area or even this area, and, you know, not like the center stick, but like the outsides, kind of alternating, kind of like how in Port Town 2, there's like the alternating sticks like that. You could do something like that, or even in this section here, and maybe double these dash plates here. I can see that being the case, honestly. Something else that I thought of that'd be kind of cool. I know some people hate wind, but imagine if they just took this part out, because in some cases I like it, in some cases I hate it. Just take this out, revert it back to original, and put wind in the track. And make it like the original, maybe put in 2 dash plates here. And I would like it, honestly. That might just be a me thing, but you know, I know this section would be absolute hell with wind, maybe even this section. But honestly, if the wind is moving like so, I believe it's moving up north in this case, from this angle. Basically, it wouldn't be too bad. Other than when you take turns like this, it probably would drag you, you know, quicker. I don't remember if that's how wind actually works in Deathwind. But you know, I don't think it'd be that too bad. Maybe this, I think this section would honestly be the worst when it comes to the wind. It'd probably be a big challenge. But honestly, I don't know. I feel like I'd like the wind. Maybe I shouldn't, but you know, it'd be kind of cool. So if I had to choose one that I think they probably will do, it'd honestly be adding new magnet sections and some wall bounces, to be honest, because I think those would probably be the most likely option. But who knows, maybe in Classic they'll give us the original version and add wind, and if that's the case, at least we'll have it, so I can be happy on that front. So up next we have Silence 2. Now what could they do with this track? Honestly, not really sure, but there's a few things that I have thought about. So number one, they could always add spin plates up in this section here, replace the mines, add in little spin plates, so when you bump into them, you just get spun, which would be kind of fun. Or annoying. The second option is add some spark plates somewhere, you know, maybe they add some here or here, they add some here, or even, you know, the deflectors, the wall bouncers that, you know, some sections. I don't know, might be able to play around with it. But the final option would be, and shoutouts to Misa and some of the people who have thought about this, which, you know, in some cases, I think most of us kind of thought that this could be the case. Remove all the walls and make it, you know, ramp walls. Now, the problem with this is essentially, I would see this section being a problem because you could just cut this, probably, and barely make this with a boost. It would be kind of challenging, but it would completely cut out this section, so I don't think it'd be a good idea. I could see them, though, extending the wall section here. So once you've gone over this ramp, you can maybe start here, or you can, you know, start from here, so you can kind of cut it from here to here, maybe a little more. I don't know, just a thought. But I kind of don't see them really doing any other cuts here. Maybe they decide to add a little ramp right here, so you can just kind of just jump over instead of taking, you know, this corner like that. Make it easier, I guess. The final option would really be to like center this and, you know, kind of make it like its original, so you had to actually kind of go around and both sides were equal width. So, I don't know, just an idea. But if I had to pick one, I would say add more ramp wall sections. I just think it would be a lot more fun. Add more ramps or something. Add in the spin plates. And I think this track would be really fun and chaotic. Yeah, they could even keep, like, this mine section, or they could keep this mine section, but just add in spin plates here. I don't know, something like that would be really fun. Maybe even throw in some spin plates in this section. Who the hell knows? I think it'd be really cool though. But yeah, let me know what you thought and what your predictions are for these, and do you think any of these are possible? I think we'll find out on Tuesday or Wednesday. next week at the time of this video going live. Be on the Friday. And yeah, I will talk to you guys all in the next video. So see you on the tracks.